asked a lot of questions about how we came up with our tagline of metabolic movement mindset. And I kind of want to think about how we really view health in three main pillars. And under those pillars, pretty much every type of chronic condition that we see people with can be bound under one, two, or three of those pillars. So the first pillar, metabolic, simply talking about human metabolism. Metabolism involves all the processes that our body does biochemically to break down the food we eat and then integrate it into our cells and to help us form all the processes that our machinery needs to do. When we think about metabolism, we also think about toxicity and hormones and micronutrient status, as well as the health of the gut microbiome and all sorts of enzymes and markers of inflammation. So really, when we think about metabolic issues or metabolism, we're trying to look at you from the inside out. We're trying to not define you based on your symptoms and based on a name that we could call the symptoms you have, but really looking at the underlying biochemical glitches that have led you to this point. That gives us a framework that we can then use to get us to a much better place.
So the second pillar of health is movement. If you break down the body in a real simple way, bones are just levers that muscles pull. So yes, you can get restrictions in joints, whether it's the neck, back, shoulder, whatever. And yes, an adjustment will help, but you also need to work on the surrounding muscle. So we take a real comprehensive approach where before your adjustment, we do soft tissue work, whether it's grafting, cupping, ART, we loosen up what's tight, and then we adjust you. When you get adjustment, then you have the ability to move. Once you have the ability to move, you have the ability to do rehab. So after the adjustment, you go strengthen once a week with Dr. Asmussen. Another thing we do is we give you at-home exercises, so you have the ability to help yourself down the road.
The third pillar of our health perspective is mindset. By integrating mindset training into our patients' healthcare plans, we're able to help rid the emotional, psychological, mental barriers that often get in the way of us reaching our full healing potential. We know that stress is a contributing factor to almost all of the chronic diseases that we face in our culture here. Through mindset training, we're able to regulate and create more resiliency to the stress that we will inevitably face through this life. It has been proven that our mindset or mindfulness state has regulation over a lot of what happens through our biochemistry and our human physiology. By taking control of this aspect of our life, we are able to perceive life events differently and create a sort of shift that will allow us to live more happy, healthy, and strong. That's why I love this here at the facility. We are giving our patients the empowerment to not only heal, but to reach levels that they didn't even know were ever possible.